Apple beat expectations with its third quarter results. It's putting out an optimistic forecast. The company says it's even seeing business recover in China, where the trade war with the US has hit demand. Look at that, up 3% at 215. Shares are retreating a little from the earlier highs, but it's by and large, it's the overall market downturn that's pulling them back, but it's still a strong performance. Shelly Palmer is here. What did you like about the Apple results last night?
What I think is it just says Apple's running a business. They're not just about iPhones. They can withstand a little downturn in the iPhone business, which is good because they have a downturn in the iPhone business. But Apple Pay seems to be holding its own, and iPads and Macs of all kinds seem to be holding their own. They're in business. They're doing a good job, and they're running a very efficient supply chain. So I
looked at the numbers. So the iPhone is roughly 47 to 48% now of revenues.
Something like
so
that.
It's under 26 billion. So it's under 50%.
Yes.
But the risk has always been wearables and services cannot really make up that difference in dollar for dollar, or can it?
Well, look, first of all, they're going to have to come up with some version of a way that does work, because the whole global smartphone market is taking a turn down. People just don't need more stuff. The phones are not innovative in the way they used to be. They're iterative. So they're all having slightly better screens, and they're all having slightly better battery life. The new iPhones, I'm sure, will be awesome, but they're not going to be awesome enough for you to turn in your old phone. And Samsung's finding that too. They're making amazing phones. Samsung is making some of the best phones ever in the history of the world. And people are like, that's expensive, and I need a phone. When I need a phone, I'll get it. No one's running out to get a phone. So Apple...
They haven't worked out the trade. I know Apple's playing around with this, but they haven't worked out the car mentality. You know, how you used to trade in your old car as a...
Well, no, I don't know if that's... I'll push back a little, Richard. That they have actually a fairly good get a new phone every year program at Apple. It does two things. One, it tells you you're going to get a new phone every year, which means they're going to make a new phone. And it also puts a needle in your arm like an addict, because ultimately you're paying $60, $70 a month for your iPhone, whatever flavor you bought, and you're paying it 12 payments. And the only way out of that vortex, by the way, the only way out of that vortex is to hold the phone for 2 years, which nobody wants to do. So Apple does kind of have a trade-in policy. Verizon has a policy very close to it that you can get into. I should program, not a policy, a program you can get into where you can get a new phone every year. But everybody doesn't need a new phone every year. Not now. Phones are good. They are. And then, like, if you've got a relatively new phone, you probably don't need a new one. And everybody who makes phones is feeling that right now.
Right.
Really hard.
So Tim Cook, he's been the CEO now for a decade or so. He's steadied, he's grown, he's taken the company into new markets, he's enormously respected. Apple is very much, would you say, on the front foot at the moment?
Yeah, you got to give Apple a lot of credit for where they are. And honestly, it's a supply chain company, and they are supply chain masters. They're just doing a great job making stuff and making margin with the stuff. So if you're in business and you say, well, okay, there's two ways I can make money. I can charge more or I can make it for less. He's doing both.
Quick question for an quick answer. Samsung, it screwed up on the Note, whatever it was that...
Well, back in the day, you mean, yeah. Well, they had some explaining.
And it's the folding phone.
So it didn't screw up on the folding phone. It gave them to people like me who said, hey, it's not quite working. They took it back, they fixed it, and now they're going to bring it out again.
Down 2.5% in the market, and revenue's down some 50%.
Yeah.
Or profits down 50%.
They have some work to do, but they are making some great stuff, and they're going to have an Unpacked event in a couple of days. I'm excited to see the new phones, and we'll see how it goes.
Ah, you put me in my place today. Good to see you.
Could happen.
Make the most of it.